from everybody else?
My deep ball, it has a little secret sauce to it, man.
Never get too high, never get too low, but just keep moving.
The whole story is Carlos never beat me in any kind of sports in high school.
But now that we're really into the thick of things before this preseason game against the Buccaneers, let's talk about who's on the bubble. So for me, I think one of the players that's on the bubble is a former guest of the show. Renell Wren, for me, is a guy I feel like is on the bubble for this roster. If I had to think of some other players, I would probably say my other guy, Jaquez Patrick. I think he's on the bubble. Trayvon Williams. But I don't want to give too many of them away. Who are some of the players that you have on the bubble for this Bengals team?
For me, you hit that on the nail with Jaquez Patrick is somebody that I was looking at. Puka Williams is a person right now where I know he's a fan favorite. Puka is not even practicing with the running backs. All of his reps are with the wide receivers. But the last couple of days, he had some kind of knee or leg injury, so he's been iced up. Who else was I thinking? We went through. You said Fred Johnson is. You said
no. I didn't say Fred Johnson. That's a good one too.
I'm sorry, Renell Wren. Fred Johnson, I feel like is pretty safe as a swing tackle just because there isn't that much depth at the tackle position. Xavier Su'a-Filo is a guy that if he doesn't crack the starting lineup, I just can't see them paying that amount of money for a starting. For a backup guard. I just can't see it at $4 million per. So that might be like a cap casualty / cut. The other guy that I was thinking about was Marcus Bailey. Was really, really strong at the beginning of camp. He kind of had an injury at some point, but he had flashed throughout all of camp. I don't think he will be a cut, but they might try to figure out something creative to try to hold him on the roster or something like that if he's still sitting out. I don't know if he practiced today, but I know the last couple ones he didn't. I think I just jumped the gun just talking about Freddie Johnson because he was nursing a quad injury, but he came back yesterday for the first time. So I think that's why I just splurted that out. There's a bunch of defensive lineman guys that I think like Freedom.
Yeah, Freedom. I'm sorry, Freedom. I don't know how good it's looking.
Right, that's on the bubble. I'm gonna tell you another guy, Trayvon Henderson, with Ricardo Allen getting a lot of reps, him getting high praise. We saw the last depth chart, and it had him on there. It had him not on there because of Ricardo Allen, and then Phillips was the guy that was now further down on the depth chart in favor of Eli Apple, but he wouldn't be a casualty. He wouldn't get cut because of his special teams. So that's
right.
Thing.
You got Brandon Wilson, Kayvon. The safety one is going to be interesting because they have, like you said, a couple of safeties out there.
They really like Ricardo Allen. They really do. So I just think Trayvon Henderson is a guy that always does really good at camp. The athleticism is there. There's another safety. I'm gonna get back to y'all in a couple minutes though that I keep on hearing a lot of questions about. He's flashed a couple times. He even had 2 picks on one day. I'm gonna get back to you on that.
Is it the Dolphins dude?
He came from the Dolphins, right?
I think it's Kayvon. That's who I was talking about. I think his first name is Kayvon.
Kayvon. All right, so that will be another person like that, unless he could figure out a way to get involved with special teams or something. The numbers just don't. I can't see them carrying more than 8.
Right.
So we know the first 4.
Right.
Trey Waynes. You go across, and we know our 4.